So I expect not many will be here, but I have a few things that I want to point out. One, your name, your legal name, was your channel name for how long? Because you fucked up and you're so dumb that you put your name there and you couldn't delete it for 3 months. So don't you dare sit there and say that I doxed you. Everybody knows your name. Perplexed. Number two, if you really want to go in and read to people what I told you, go for it. You're not going to hold that over me and try to intimidate me. That ain't going to work. What I told you is my husband isn't working and he's playing video games. You want to know why he wasn't working, Laura? Because at that time, Brandon lost his credentials with the state of Ohio because he married a client. He married me, you stupid cunt. That's why Brandon lost his credentials. There was a big fucking mess when it came to the board and for state of Ohio. So you're going to sit there and try to intimidate me with that shit? My husband never did a thing to you. Just wait, Laura. You just wait. I'm going to out myself so you can't have that power. You are not going to intimidate me. Hi, Casey. Hi, Juju. Hi, Clancy. Pixie in Detroit. Breaking the silence. Hi, you guys. Also, I never recorded a Zoom call. If you go back, I was hardly ever in any Zoom calls, Laura. I was never in Patreon calls, was I? I never recorded anything, Laura. You're so funny. You're going to try and tell these people that I'm this awful person. Oh, and I got your fat bitch, fat bitch. If you want to come at me calling me a fat bitch, you need to look in the motherfucking mirror. You got some nerve trying to call me a fat bitch. Look at your damn self. Oh, I'm sorry. You think you're God's gift to everything. You sat there and defended your own social media, LinkedIn shit. Oh, and by the way, let me get in on that real quick. That LinkedIn thing that you posted, all the lies. I didn't get that shit. I didn't look you up. That shit's on YouTube. That shit's already been out there, Laura. It wasn't me. I just reposted it. Are you kidding me right now? So the only thing I have to do to trigger you is to find old videos that were made of you and repost them. Are you kidding me right now? That's hysterical. I'll remember that. Thank you. And you want to call me psychotic? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my psychiatrist did say that I'm pretty nuts. Like he absolutely said that. So I will agree with you. But I'm not obsessed over you. I don't like the shit you do. So therefore I put it on my channel. I can do that. When you are on social media such as YouTube and you make public videos, people can critique that if they so choose. You sure loved me when I was a Patreon of yours and I was doing videos for you or for your name, right? You loved me then, but now since the tides have turned and I don't really particularly like the things you do, I'm obsessed. Okay. Lord. Hi, Molly. Hi, Bex. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, when I was giving her that money, I was the greatest thing since sliced bread. But now, since a lot of us have left and we've expressed how we feel and we, you know, told our truths, we're these terrible people and we're obsessed. We want to wear her skin, quote unquote, which is the most disgusting term I've ever heard a grown ass woman say. They want to wear my skin. That is so yucky. Like, that's just gross. Whatever. But yeah, you're not going to hold this shit over me. You're not going to hold my private messages that I had with you over my head. I'll out it my damn self. Like I said, I married my drug counselor. I guess I was worth it, you know? He wanted to marry me because he loved me. He fell in love with me. So it was worth losing his credentials over. Whatever. That's true love. I don't care what you say. And yeah, I was upset and I was sleeping on my couch and I was pissed off at Brandon and I wanted him to get a damn job because we struggle. Here I am taking care of a $200,000 to $300,000 house and I'm paying stupid amounts of taxes on it. We were struggling at the time because he wasn't working. I don't want to lose this house because I have so many memories here. I've only been here since 1979. Jesus. I don't want to lose that. So yeah, I confided in you and I told you, yes, Brandon's not working. He lost his credentials and here's why. So I'll bust that shit out before you try to intimidate me with it or blackmail me with it. I don't give a fuck. And also, I have never emailed your dumbass. I've only ever talked to you in Messenger and I think Patreon. That's the only two places I've ever talked to you. And if it wasn't for your name being on there, since I get, blamed for doxing you, I won't upload the messages myself. But if you want to go ahead and do that, you do it. And I heard you say that my husband needs to shut me up. That'll be a cold day in hell, baby. He lives with me. Do you think he's ever going to be able to shut me up? You got the wrong one. Okay, so maybe I have a little bit extra time on my hands since all this corona shit has gone on. And maybe I've made a few extra videos, more than I usually do, whatever. I call you out because I don't like the shit you do. And the reason it's you is because I used to support you and give you money. And don't worry, I'm not in anybody else's Patreon. I learned my fucking lesson. I'll never be in anybody's Patreon again. But I was not recording your Zoom calls. I was hardly ever in them, you fucktard. Oh. Hi, Mojo. Hi, Remy. Hi, Winky. You pissed me off, and it's not because you're trying to out me as this psychotic person. Bitch, yeah, I just got used to Twitter. I am new to Twitter, so you're not the only focus on my Twitter, Laura. I put my kids on there. My Twitter is completely open. So if anyone wants to go over there and see what I do, go for it. I know that it's public. I know that people are going to be able to see it. If I didn't want it on there, it wouldn't be on there. Duh. Sorry if I'm yelling. I'm sorry if my temper is a little bit beyond what it usually is. It's just, you're such a hypocrite. Like, you're going to make fun of me for going live this morning about something you said about me. Okay, well, should I make fun of you for staying up all hours of the night talking about everybody and their brother? You're a hypocrite. At least at night, I'm in bed sleeping. Like, most mothers do when they have to get their kid up the next morning for school. Lord, I can't stay up all night long. I do have work I have to do. I have a child I have to raise. Oh, drop a link. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I think I did it right. I need you to prove, Laura, where I ever said that I recorded Zoom calls. Did I say that I have some things in my possession? Yes. But that doesn't mean that I recorded them. For fuck's sakes, I was hardly ever there. Damn, I couldn't stand some of the shit you did in your fucking Patreon and Discord, so I wasn't there. I supported you in mod chat, and that was it. I was never even in on those calls ever. I don't have time. Ooh, my blood pressure's up. It's just so funny that you want to sit there and call me a fat bitch. Look, baby, I don't care if I'm a fat bitch. My fucking fat ass is married. I'm happy. It doesn't bother me. Like, okay, let me see if I can do this. Add to stream.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So it's okay. So she's upset because you looked at her LinkedIn and you called her out on it. That's what she's really upset about.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that was a LinkedIn at first. Like, I had no idea that's what that was. But the fact of the matter is, Jenna, honey, I love you. Thank you. I love you so much. The fact of the matter is that that shit's public. Why are you lying about it? Why are you? Oh,
Okay, but think about this. Laura says she was a stripper for 15 years.
right.
Okay. And then we all know she's only 49 because she talks about her big 50 coming up whenever. And then she says she was in this one particular business for 20 years. Now, I can do math. So if you were a stripper for 15 and in another business for 20, that means you started stripping at 4.
I'm gonna mind my P's and Q's on that one.
I mean, I'm just taking her word. I mean, she's told us she stripped for 15 years. And then we all know her age. And then her LinkedIn has her at the same company or something for 20 years. That puts her at 4 any way you look at it. And she wants to whine and cry because you looked at her LinkedIn, which is public media. When you create a LinkedIn, you create that and you do that for job opportunities. That's why you
Right.
create a LinkedIn, is for job opportunities.
And she said that she only enhanced what she wrote on there.
Well, I enhanced mine too. I said I was an astronaut. But so you looked at her LinkedIn, but yet she has 180's tax ID number.
Right.
How deep do you have to dig? I wouldn't even know where to look for somebody's tax ID number.
Never in my life have I ever looked up information like that on anyone, nor would I. Why would you be in possession of somebody's tax ID, Laura? Why is that any of your business? Why do you have files on every single person that's ever came in contact with you? And don't deny it, because I can debunk that shit too.
She doesn't realize that one night because she does this a lot, when she's showing you something on her screen, she accidentally shows the tab she has open behind it, and boom,
Yeah.
up popped 180's tax ID number. I was like, wow, how in the hell did you get that? But she's pissed off because you looked at a LinkedIn, which is something that an individual creates in order to further their job opportunities. And then I did math. And then I thought, well, that must mean she started stripping at 4, because she has specifically said she stripped for 15 years and she quit when before the twins. That's what she said.
I don't even know.
Was she talking about a loan? I don't know. Now she's thinking about becoming a realtor. Either way, I wish her the
Lord
best
help
of
us all.
luck. Good luck to you. But your math doesn't add up, and you got some nerve, Laura, getting mad over somebody looking at your enhanced, we'll use that word, enhanced LinkedIn.
Enhanced. That's a bunch of bullshit. It said 1.4 billion views. Laura, that's more than enhanced. Come on now.
Yeah.
I can't with her. It's so funny. I mean, it's sad. And then you're going to sit there and try to call people psychos and obsessed. Jesus Christ. No, they just point out, whoever points out your inconsistencies. They point out your lies. They point out your hypocrisy. And you can't stand it. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, 14. I guess I can't do math, Sandy. I was adding 15 to 30 and coming up with.
Shit, don't look at me to do math. I think I graduated high school with math one. I think you
Me
take
too.
math one in like
I
eighth
was I
grade.
was still in general math as I was a senior.
I think that I graduated because I had a kid. I already had a kid, so they was like, "Yeah, let's get her out of here. Let's push her through."
I don't know. I don't know what got her knickers in a knot because yeah, Huffington Post, Washington Post, Forbes, those are all
She's
on there.
dreaming big. She's dreaming
But
big.
it's only enhanced. See, if I was to enhance mine because I was in the dealer in the casino business for 25 years, I would say I was a general manager of Caesars or uh, of
Right.
the Taj. Uh, that would be enhancing it. I'd also get caught in a lie if somebody was to look into that. But like I said, the only thing she left out was an astronaut. And she couldn't take that because that's mine. I'm putting that on my LinkedIn.
I'm telling you, we should make our own. Just they're just enhanced.
Yep. But she did say today that today is the last time she is going to talk about you. The last time.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's what she said today. Today will be the last time I address that psycho bitch.
Wait, I thought the last time was the time before. She said that a couple times too. You know how many times the last time is for her? She has said this about how many people? This is the last time I'm ghosting them.
And she wants to know why Diane and Wendy haven't gone ballistic over you looking her up. You didn't look her up. You were on
No.
LinkedIn, typed in her name, boom, there she is. You can go on LinkedIn and look in mine. I don't know my password, but it probably hasn't had anything added to it since I don't know. I don't know when the last time I put something on LinkedIn.
Well, I'm going to be really honest with you. I didn't look at LinkedIn. I didn't find that. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't do it. So, and I'm not blaming anybody else. There is stuff on Laura. If you look on YouTube, there's so many videos on Laura. She can't sit there and try to blame me for everything or blame Patreon ex members. There's shit on Laura that, see, I don't want to say anything because I'm not trying to dox her again.
Right. No, if anybody wants to dox her, they everybody. I mean, she accidentally used her full name on one of her channels.
And it was her channel name for months because she
Yep.
couldn't get it off.
Yep. And then Tiffany Marie, sweetie, she said she thinks I have a lot of influence over you. Sarah, I don't think anybody has influence over you.
No, I do what I want when I want. I'm telling you. Like, there's nobody that's ever had influence on me. And it's not even that kind of relationship.
Oh,
Like, we are friends.
Tiffany says you posted it. It's worse than looking up. What the fuck? Well,
Are
you
you
should know,
kidding me?
Tiff, because you're the number one looker upper. Didn't you and Makeup Mobster look up 15 different people? So, and you passed around porn pictures. So,
Oh,
those weren't
Tiffany.
you passed around porn pictures of somebody who used to be your friend.
This is what you call selective outrage.
Yep. While she said on the fact that she knew who called the police and CPS on Brian, and she said on it, thinking that Brian should just be able to read her fucking mind and know who called on him. But she
Even
sat on
she
it.
tried to get me to go after Brian hard because she was the one sending me information through Discord.
Okay,
Shut
Tiffany
up,
Marie,
Tiffany.
I'll give you that. It was my chat that said something about uh, makeup mobster's kid. It wasn't me. So I'll give you that. But rumor has it on the streets that you're the reason makeup mobsters lost several friends. So that's just word on the streets there, Tiff. I'll give you the fact that it wasn't me. That it wasn't me. You didn't go over there and say I was talking about uh, makeup mobster's kid. It was my chat that said something. I'll give you that, Tiff. Okay.
New
But
York cat.
I've never said on information that just leave Laura alone. Don't you have other things to talk about? New York cat. Doesn't Laura have anything else to talk about except every other person on YouTube?
Stop the madness. No, I did not record Zoom calls. I did not. Now write that down, record it, whatever. I did not record Zoom calls.
Me neither. I don't know how to record.
And anybody that was in Patreon at the time could tell you that I wasn't even in that many Zoom calls or meetings. I didn't go.
That's true. You didn't. I don't even think you were in Discord.
No, I left Discord. I didn't want to be a part of the Discord anymore. I left.
See, Tiff Marie thinks it's cool for everybody to go hard on everybody else, but don't you dare go hard on Laura. Don't you dare, because Laura's a single mom. Like she's the
Oh
only
Lord.
single mom on YouTube. You know, Laura's this, Laura's that.
And Laura, if you want to use my full name, go right ahead. My name is Sarah Pittman. Jot that down. I
Yeah,
don't give a
she's
fuck.
already said I can dox all my ex Patreons if I want. All right, okay.
Yeah, and she's going to try to use what I told her about me and Brandon against me. You don't have that kind of power to hold shit over me. I will blast it. I don't care. Yeah, I tried to confide in you, something personal, but if you want to try to use that, go ahead. That's fine. And I've already talked to Brandon and told him what I said, and he knew I was upset. He knew I was upset for a long time. We struggled. We were struggling like you wouldn't believe.
Well, like I said, I confided in her about one thing and she used it against me, which is my son. So live and
Yeah.
learn, whatever.
You're
But
not
I'm
going to
sick.
paint us as these bad people because we're not. Just because we point out your dumb shit doesn't make us bad people or obsessed or stalkers, even. It just means that we cared about you at one point. We gave you money. We did things for you and you fucked up. I don't care what she says. She fucked up. And that's why a bunch of people left her. She was not what we thought she was. So we left. And we have every right to express how we feel.
Yeah, but not according to Tiffany, not according to Laura, not according. Every time I go into a chat and Makeup Mobster's there and I say something about Laura, she tells me to take it somewhere else. So I did. I took it to my channel. And yes, Tiffany, the live is still up, and I think it's called "Okay, I'll take it to my channel." Since you accuse me of taking down my lives all the time, it's still there. Okay, if you want to go talk about it.
And Tiffany Marie, you cared so much for Analyzer, but you talk mad shit about her. And don't say you don't, because I can fucking probably go back through your lives where you've talked about her in recent time. How do you think she feels?
Sarah
You think she likes that?
Galway wants a link
Oh,
if you know if you know how to do it twice, which I'm not staying up here. Like I said, LinkedIn is public media. Just like if you look at someone's Facebook, it's if they have it open to the public, then you can see everything on it. But Google earthing people's homes, having people's tax ID numbers is not normal.
no, that's a dox. That is a dox. What her best buddy Dave is doing is a dox. He's doxing people's homes. He's doxing people's places of employment. But that's okay. Let's pat him on the back for what he's doing, and let's go after Sarah for some public ass bullshit.
Sarah lives in the past. Okay, Tiff. Okay. How long you been talking about that Discord?
Oh Lord. Okay, Tiffany. Hi, Galway.
Hey, honey.
How are you, babe?
Okay. I want to understand what she means about this is the second time she's addressed you, except for Dave.
Yeah, I don't
I don't.
know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Max Smart.
Because
If
you
there's
claim
any
you
if there's
didn't
anyone
send
that
Dave
cares about
any.
her, please tell her COVID can live under fingernails.
And Tiffany Marie, how do you feel about what she said about Ems and her health?
She doesn't
Was
care
that
because she doesn't
cool?
like M's.
Oh, okay. So it's only okay to talk about someone's health when you like them or dislike them. Okay, got it.
Right.
I was raised really wrong. I've learned on YouTube. I'm about to
Hi,
call my
Rosewater.
mom at 84 and tell her, you know what? You messed up with me.
That's just like Dave would have no idea about Rosewater. No idea about Rosewater if Laura hadn't told him.
Yeah, not one iota of who she is.
She knew Rosewater made videos on her when I was still a Patreon. I brought it to her attention. She said, oh, please go away. I'm not worried about her. She's a bottom feeder. Now
Yeah,
all of
we're
a
all
sudden
bottom
it's,
feeders. It's so
mm-hmm.
funny because Laura's so above everybody else. She's taking off in all these directions,
See,
lying on her LinkedIn.
Tiff just said that. No clue what was said about M's and don't care because it's Laura.
That's
Because it's
nice.
Laura.
But,
You could talk
but
about
when,
people's you could talk about
wow.
people's cancer and their dead mothers and because it's Laura. It's all cool because it's Laura.
They
Pixie
don't.
or not Pixie. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pixie. Tiffany sets in those chats when Laura's talking about people's deceased mothers and people that have committed suicide. That's all fun and games. That's all fun and games.
This is
Why
what I
don't
was
you
trying
ever
to
have any
say.
outrage for that, Tiffany? Why don't you have outrage for the things Laura does, but you just always come over here and attack us whenever we have our own opinions and the dumb shit she does? Why don't you ever call her out? Are you
That is
afraid of
funny.
Laura, Tiffany? Are you
That is
afraid of her?
funny, Jenna Moon. Funny how Tiffany always misses what Laura says about people, but she always knows everything we say. That's true.
Well, actually, she
I'm having a
spoke
great
grammatically.
Saturday afternoon. I'm actually
Grammatically,
sitting outside in beautiful weather, Tiff.
Oh my God,
I
is
am
today
too, with
Saturday?
my
I thought
fat
it was
ass.
Sunday.
It's
It is
Sunday.
Sunday. I
Oh,
said it. Tiff,
I'm sitting
last I
outside in
heard
my
you were
fat
curled
ass
up.
in my
You were curled
bikini.
up in a blanket. Is that your idea of a great Sunday afternoon, Tiff? Is curled up in a blanket
hi
on
Herbie.
YouTube?
Well, what was said is Ems needs to shut her MF word mouth. Maybe her cancer increased. I think
What?
I think it's called advanced, and I don't even know why she's coming at Ems. I'm so confused. Go
Yeah,
lick Molly
maybe it's
Golightly's cooch.
maybe it is a
I'm
north
so
south
confused.
thing. Maybe it is a north south thing. Except I can't agree with you on that because I know several New Yorkers that don't behave that way. So you can take that New York shit and shove it
Yeah,
up
we
your
had one
ass.
on your panel yesterday, didn't we?
Yep. One of my favorite people on YouTube is a New Yorker, or one of my favorite subs is a New Yorker. So we can't really blame it on the North and the South there, Tiff.
I didn't know she said that about M's.
She sure
Ballet
did,
girl.
and it shook me.
I am so sorry, M's. I had no idea she even said that. You know, M's doesn't bother anyone. She is sweet as can be, and she
Amen.
Tiffany, what makes you think I'm so miserable when you're the one that's on
Sarah's
panels
miserable
s-
too. Sarah's
screaming
never
like
miserable.
a village idiot? What makes you think I'm so miserable? What I really want to hear Tiffany's answer.
Tracy, we're all miserable. We're all fat. We're all this. We're all that. I don't
yeah,
get it.
that's another thing. How are you going to sit there and call people fat, Laura, when you are your damn self? I don't typically go after people for their weight and their looks, but I get so sick and tired hearing you call everybody fat or ugly or stupid bitches. Bitch, look in the mirror. Damn.
My energy is terrible. Well, let me tell you something, Tiff. I know a lot of people that would disagree with you. I've got very good energy. You know what? I had one of Laura's subs contact me one time needing help. And when I went to Laura about it, you know what she told me? Oh, I think she's scamming. I think she's scamming. That's what kind of energy Laura had. I ended up helping this young lady. And you know what? 2 weeks later, she offered to pay it back. So I think my energy's pretty good there, Tiff.
I'm
Pretty
damn
good.
proud of
See,
my size 14 ass and hips. Fuck
I don't
you.
go around laughing about people's mothers committing suicide. That's bad energy. That's bad energy. See, I don't laugh about stuff like that, Tiff.
No, that's not
You're
funny,
the
and
one
that's
that gets
nothing to
up.
joke about.
So wait,
I
let me
smile
get
all
this
the
straight.
time,
Is it only
Tiffany.
okay to dox when her new good friends do it? Because
Put a
I'm
one
totally confused
put a one in the
on
chat.
doxing.
Put a one in the chat if you've ever heard Tiffany be happy on a panel unless she was making fun of somebody. Put a one in the chat if you've ever heard Tiffany be happy unless she was making fun of somebody. That's the only time Tiffany is happy is when she's on a panel making fun of somebody.
Harley, there's no way you could have ever upset me. I think you're adorable and you're sweet. You've always been so kind to me. Even when we didn't get along, or no, let me rephrase that. Even when we didn't see eye to eye on people we supported, I have always thought you were kind.
Sarah, check your DMs
When
according
Well,
is
to
Sarah? When is Sarah miserable? When she and her husband go live together to try to help people who may be battling alcoholism
no.
that they're focusing on now, and the steps that you take.
Yep, and she gets made fun of about that. Even Laura laughs about
Oh, okay,
her.
that's miserable. I
Even
thought it was educational, but
yeah,
my
that's
bad.
Laura. Even Laura laughs about recovery streams, but that's funny to Tiff. New York Cat, name one time Tiffany's ever been on a panel where she's actually had fun and laughed that didn't include making fun of somebody. Name one time, New York Cat, and I'll go look at the live. I'll go look at the live. I'll go watch it. I'll sit all the way through it just to hear Tiffany laugh.
And why are you calling out Diane and Wendy to go after somebody? I thought you had no respect for them. You wanted nothing to do with them. Why is it always Diane and Wendy, Diane and Wendy? Talk about obsessed. I don't know.
I know they're definitely obsessed with Diane and Wendy.
that's all Laura talks about is Wendy, Wendy, Wendy,
Tiffany,
Diane,
Tiffany
Diane,
and
and
makeup,
Wendy.
Tiffany and makeup mobster too. Which I've had so many people contact me and say they can't support makeup mobster anymore because of Tiffany. Well, sorry.
You know, I don't go after people because I dislike them. It's because of their actions. It's because of things they do. And you know what? If people did that to me, I wouldn't freak out because obviously I would be doing something wrong, right? That's why they'd be making videos of me. It just doesn't matter to me that much. Maybe it does you, Laura. Maybe you should think of your behaviors and see some of the things you're doing wrong. Maybe that's why people make
Sarah,
videos of you.
that's because you have integrity. You're responsible. You know, for every action, there's a reaction.
Wendy
So
didn't
you're not
threaten
going to go.
Laura. New York Kit Kat, quit being stupid.
Who
She
threatened
said,
Laura? She got no threat.
she said Wendy did.
No,
Wendy
she did.
said, and it, see, Laura won't replay it because Laura knows once you hear it. Even Makeup Mobster said she didn't take it as a threat. What Wendy said was because of who she's aligned herself with, that she's going to get a lot of hate. That's what she said. Now go back and listen to it and quit lying. Let's see what Tiffany has to say because I don't want to miss anything she says. If that's the case, then they never really supported her anyways. Tracy, that's my take on that. Okay. Okay.
And I, for one, was a Patreon before Sarah, I believe. Sarah was not in the Discord at all. I don't even remember you being in there to have left. Never on Discord calls. Never on any of our calls. Never, ever, never.
I didn't record her Zoom calls. She's an idiot and she just wants
You
to
weren't
place
on them.
blame because she got busted out for saying some dumb shit. She's just big mad. That's all there is to it. She's mad.
Well,
Sorry.
I think she's super mad and we ought to give her a cape.
I
And then
wonder if she'll make another one.
she can be super mad.
Laura, will you make a cake?
No, a cape.
Oh, I
So
thought you
she
said
can
cake.
so she can be super mad.
Superman.
I don't know. Like I
What a
said,
day.
but today's the last time she's going to speak on you, regardless, Sarah. So you're in the clear.
Well, just, a little bit of advice since the lawyers that you've had in the past obviously didn't tell you. Any lawyer I've ever had, if you have a case on something, you shut up about it. So
And you know
that's a
what,
good idea
Galway?
since you're getting a restraining order.
Oh, Lord. Did she say that?
Yeah, she said
That was her title, girl.
she had to get a restraining order against her stalker.
Her obsessed
Hey Tiff,
psychotic
hey
stalker.
Tiff Marie, did you know that I kicked a Makeup Mobster stalker out of my chat yesterday? Did you know that? Sure did.
And told her don't ever come back here.
Yep, sure did. She come into my chat and I said, if
She
that's the
wanted a
one
link.
stalking, yeah, I said, if that's the one stalking Makeup Mobster, I had a couple people check it out. It was, I said, get her out of here, block her. I don't want her in my chat. But if that had been you guys, y'all would have said, come on in. You want to come on panel? Come on.
But the truth is such a bad person, right? She blocked this chick because of things she was doing to Makeup Mobster, but the truth is such
Yeah,
a bad
because
person.
what I think she's doing is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's strange. It's just weird. But I'm a
And
horrible
while
person.
you're here, girlfriend, TM from NY. Oh, did I dox you? No,
No,
Laura did that
she
first.
yeah.
Listen here. Tracy's son never asked for a suit because he wasn't attending the funeral.
Yeah, where did that come from, Tiff? Why would you go over there and say something about my
And he has
son?
to go to the Goodwill because he was an addict before? Who
Wait a
says
minute.
that?
New York Cat says somebody threatened somebody. Okay, I'll remember that. What was that about? Who threatened New
What
York
threat?
Cat?
Who threatened who? Laura said she's going to get in what's it called? Uh,
Restraining
Galway.
order
Restraining order. Okay,
against
I'll
her
meet you there
obsessed
with my
psycho.
attorney. You go ahead and do that, Laura. I hope you know, just because you claim to be so good with the law, I've been in a lot of trouble with the law, and I'm pretty sure I have an attorney on retainer at all times. I still do. Go for it, Laura. Go for it.
Yeah, she's the one that threatened you with the restraining order, but New York Cat's in here saying, "Ooh, I think that was a threat." We talked
How did
about
I
threats.
threaten anybody?
We talked about threats yesterday, New York Cat. I guess Makeup Mobster saying she was going to contact my son was a threat. I guess Makeup Mobster saying someone should call the police on me was a threat. Get over yourself.
Then Laura said she was going to contact my husband. Bitch, I wish she would. Please do. He will make you feel so minute. You wish you wouldn't have. But go ahead. I can give you his number if you need it. I guarantee you he will enjoy that conversation.
I don't know. I think I feel bad because I used to be one of these people. But in my opinion, Laura's
We
only
were never
gotten.
like these Patreons.
No, and
Tracy, we were not.
we never stuck up for Laura and Dave. We
No.
would get mad at Laura for going on his panel. We would chew her up for going on his panel. That's why you ended up leaving, Trace.
Yeah. Well, because she lied.
Well,
She gave
yeah, one
Jennifer.
of the reasons.
She gave Jennifer Lynn. I asked her about giving Jennifer Lynn's info to Dave, and she said no. And then when I said, "Well, I just listened to it on Wendy V's," and she said, "Who gives a f about Jennifer Lynn?" And I said, "Yep, time for me to go because you're willing to go real life. I'm not. So exactly. There's Bad Wolf. He has me blocked, or I have him blocked. I was threatened 3 times by Laura's people. Been threatened to been threatened to rape you? Yuck.
Oh my
Heidi
God.
Heidi threatened to kick your ass. Don't worry about that. And Castle threatened to shoot you. Damn, Bad Wolf. You got a lot of people after you, dude.
Bad Wolf's
Oh,
making friends.
I wouldn't worry about Heidi kicking your ass though. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't sweat that one.
I'm going to be good on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Heidi now. It's Cindy. Sorry, she changed her name to Cindy. What happened to Tiff Marie? Did she dip out?
She's probably
Got to
having a.
report back.
She's got to. Oh yeah, she's probably got to go record this live for Laura. Laura's out shopping.
I'll leave it up. Like, I'm not going to take this down. I'm not ashamed of anything I said. I mean, if oh,
So
but
wait, she can only go live to go after people. I don't understand this.
It's how it's
But
been
when
for a long
anybody
time
says
now.
anything about her, you're
Laura
going
drags
after her.
people every live she does. She's
Exactly.
a freaking
You're
drama
fat,
channel.
you're
She cannot,
ugly, you're an
yeah,
addict.
she can't sit there and claim to be true crime because true crime is not what is bringing her numbers. The drama is bringing her numbers, and she's not going to stop because she's making money. So therefore, she's going to continue dragging people, but God forbid anybody ever call her out for her bullshit. Only she can do that, right?
Everybody picks on Laura. Why does everybody pick on Laura when
Oh, and by the way,
every
leave
single
Jenna
day
Moon's name
Laura's
out of your
going?
mouth
Every single day Laura's going at somebody, but
for true
everybody picks
crime.
on Laura. Quit, Lolly. Quit licking your
Because you know
paws.
why, Laura? Jenna
Quit.
Moon dipped into a case
Quit.
that actually affected her emotionally because her subs asked her to. So she did it. So if there was 11 people in there, which I'm a mod and I know there was more than that, but it doesn't matter if there's 11 or 2. You watching Jenna Moon's numbers now? Or your subs
Yeah,
are?
because that's all she cares about is numbers. And if you don't make as many numbers as she does, she'll make fun of you for that.
Well, look
Let
how
me
many
tell you
people
this,
she.
Laura.
Let me look how many people she looks up on Social Blade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, you all, I'm a C plus. I'm shooting for C. I mean A, B. I'm shooting for a B minus. Damn, not only can I not do math, I can't do numbers. I'm shooting or letters. I'm shooting for a B minus. I'm only a C plus right now.
She wants to point out how people are beneath her. So she'll make fun of them for only having a certain amount of people in their chat, or not having as many subs as her, and not doing as good as she did with making a murder. Dude, that was how many years ago? Shit, you ain't done it since. And even when you did do that shit, it wasn't all that. So don't come at me with, I'm a true crime channel and I'm one of the greatest. You're
And
not.
when she was doing that, didn't she have stalkers and haters? And
Yeah,
there's still lives up about that.
absolutely there is.
Come on now.
Oh, the hypocrisy is real up in here. Oh, Tracy's gone. Well, I don't know. I love you, Galway, and I love all of you gals.
I
I'm
love you
so
too,
grateful.
honey.
I want you to know that I'm proud that I was in a Patreon where I got to meet such wonderful women, because they are lifelong friends of mine now, and I'm
Me
grateful
too.
for that. And I'm glad that things didn't work out with Laura, because I got to see who she was. And I know that I don't want to be a part of that. But during that time, I got to make some really good friends. So I will forever be grateful.
Me
And
too.
so it wasn't all bad. Like, it wasn't such an awful experience. There was things I didn't want to be a part of in her Patreon. That's why I wasn't in certain chats. That's why I didn't go on certain calls. I didn't want to be a part of it. And oh,
Yeah, but to put out a rumor that you recorded calls,
I didn't.
I
And
was on most of them and you were never there. So how do you
yeah, so
record
find the
something
proof
when
on
you're
that.
not there?
Oh, she's an
That's
idiot.
okay though. Just put out something so people, have a false narrative on Sarah. That's okay though, right?
Laura's true crime. She'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
She's back.
I'm back. I had to figure out something for dinner. Like I said, guys, well, first of all, Sarah, this is absolutely the last time she's going to address you. So, well, unless she goes and gets the restraining order. And then if you have to go down to Alabama, I'd like to ride with you just for shits and giggles. Okay? Maybe
We'll
we'll just
record it.
yeah, maybe we'll go a little further and just hit the beach. But
Man, the beach would be great right now.
I know, but no, I'm scared to death of the COVID shit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, Florida's like supposed to be like really bad, but it's I'll tick Pixie Road in all caps.
Uh-oh, where'd it go? What'd she say?
She said that's why she goes after Diane, Randy, and Wendy. She hates the fact that they don't have to do anything to bring in double the super chats that she does. She wants their subs to turn on them and go to they'll never turn on them. I mean, she's not going to get Diane and Wendy subs. They're OG. They're OG drama.
Yeah.
Laura's trying to weasel her way into the drama community, and she has. Thank you, Lexi Lou. Thank you from Sarah.
Lexi
Uh,
Lou, thank you, hon.
Well, according to
she's.
Wendy V's upload, she's the godmother of Boyd.
I
You know
know.
what
I
I'm
heard
saying?
that. I heard
Watch
that.
out, y'all.
But I don't think Lindy's going to take too kindly to Laura being the godmother of Boyd. I think that's funny because they vote every year on the Queen of Boyd. I don't know if anybody knows that, but every year they vote on the Queen of Boyd, and
I have no idea.
I don't think Laura was on the ballot. I just don't think she was on the ballot.
I don't know a whole lot about Boyd, but what I've heard is that Dave's not even a part of that. He just wants to be a part of that. It's so funny seeing him and Laura together, wanting to be a part of something that they cannot be. Must suck for you, Laura and Dave.
Yeah, but she's saying today, oh, everybody has a problem with Dave, but nobody has a problem. Where's the outrage for Sarah doxing me? She didn't dox you, dumbass. It's on your LinkedIn. If I was to go on my LinkedIn, which I can't because I can't remember the password, but if I was to go on my LinkedIn, it tells me people that have looked at my profile.
See, I don't know
So
anything about that. I don't know much about LinkedIn. I was just a factory worker, so I don't know much about having like a resume or LinkedIn or whatever. That wasn't my thing.
I'm enhancing mine. As soon as I figure out my password, I'm
You weren't
enhancing
even
mine.
on her LinkedIn, Sarah, right? That was already out there, I thought.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that was
definitely
a
out there.
That's
that
what I
was a
thought.
different. So I don't know. Like I said, you don't have to worry about it after today, Sarah, because this is the last day,
She's
the
never talking about me again.
absolutely last time.
Yeah,
But
don't
I
talk
don't
about
know.
me, Laura. Oh, I'm sorry. Perplexed. Didn't mean to dox you.
Now, she calls me Tracy all the time, so I don't have any problem with calling her Laura.
Look how many times she's doxed people. And then she'll follow it up by, well, I didn't do that on purpose. It wasn't intentional. You've done it about a million times. You think you'd learn since you're so damn smart,
Well,
right?
people were still Patreons, too.
Yeah. Oh, she accidentally doxed well, to Wanda. And then I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to show 180's
Misbehaving,
tax
I
ID.
think.
I don't know what went down with Misbehaving. I thought Misbehaving put her profile on the community page in Patreon, which means anybody could see it. That was my understanding. But I'm pretty sure she
Yeah,
didn't
but she
mean
put
to
it on the
show.
screen.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay.
accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, I think it was accident. I do think it was definitely an accident when she showed 180's
Then you
tax ID number,
apologize.
because I wouldn't want anybody knowing that I knew somebody's tax ID number. I mean, that's just, I don't
She
even know
wants to
how you
call
do
me
that.
obsessed and psycho, but she has people's information like that. No, bitch,
Exactly.
you're obsessed. To have information like that, or to even want information like that, that's obsession. That's some stalker type shit. That's not okay. Why do you even know 180's name to even get that information? Why would you even want it?
Well, she'll say it's a lie, and then somebody will have to go back and dig through her live streams to
Oh,
prove
I
that
can
it's
get
not.
that.
See,
I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't record shit when it comes to your YouTube, because I sure as shit do. But I'm not recording your personal calls, Laura. I'm not the one threatening to go and tell everybody about our personal conversations. But if you want to, go ahead. I give you permission.
oh yeah, when she accidentally doxed Ash 274's ex-husband that she hasn't even seen in 16 years. But she wants to cry because you saw you saw a public media site. Okay. Well, Laura, here's the thing. If you don't want somebody to see it, I mean, isn't that the whole point of putting it out there, Laura? Is so that somebody like a future, maybe a future employer, isn't that the reason you put enhanced resumes out there, is so that a possible future employer sees it?
Yeah, and then when that possible employer does see it and questions you about it, what are you going to say then? I lied. I was enhancing it. He's going to look at you and say, okay, well, you lied about it. Sorry, you're not getting the job. 1.4 billion views. Get out of here.
That's easy enough to look up.
No, her
So
excuse for that
Laura,
was,
your best
we
friend,
need to go check on Molly Golightly's.
Social Blade will tell us that, Laura. You know, like you like to show everybody Social Blade, which I'm not. I already told you I'm a C. I'm a C plus. I'm going for a B minus. I don't know how to do it, but I'm doing it.
Sarah, I don't know why she lied about it. I mean, it was just an enhancement. So we should take Laura's word for it that it was just a little bit of an enhancement. She got big mad about it though, didn't she?
Yeah, she got super mad.
And honestly,
Angry
that
enough to
wasn't
get a
even a
restraining
dox.
order.
It wasn't even a dox because I blacked out her name and then put it on my community page. I didn't dox your ass. And that is fucking public information that you publicly put out there, you moron.
Well, if I was a perspective, that's not the right word. A prospective employer. Is that the right word? That
Respectable?
don't respect it. I don't know. If I was an employer looking for somebody with her qualifications, um, I mean, where would I find them if I didn't look them up? You know, you just going to walk into my office and tell me you're a brain surgeon and I'm just supposed to believe that? No, you're going to have to show me a resume.
And if you lie
See,
on a resume, you can't even
hockey,
lie on a resume like that.
hockey
Jesus.
mom says I had the right word.
Oh,
So,
okay. Perspective.
yeah,
Okay.
ha ha ha. Now
I didn't know.
nobody can make a video about that. Or I would just call it a Lauraism, like she
Yeah.
does.
Look, I make dumb comments like all the time. I'm cool with that. If you guys want to critique what I say, go for it. I don't even care. Ugh. I
That's
say
what
dumb
I
shit
say.
all the time. I am the biggest klutz in the world. I will give you that. I will tell you about it too. I can't walk a straight line sober. Oh,
Well, when I go live, I go, I notice that. But it's usually because I have people texting me. But you'll hear me go, uh, I hate that. But it's just what I do. I can't change it. I'm too old to change anything. And according to Tiffany, I'm too miserable to change anything. But like I said, anybody heard Tiffany laugh on a panel where they weren't dragging somebody? Oh, I said
Tracy, you
dragging.
are never miserable.
I know.
And I talk to you.
I'm like the clown of the
We
group.
talk almost every day. Our
Tracy
group.
is hysterical. Are you kidding me? Oh my
Tracy tries to build us up if we're. I wouldn't even use the word miserable if we're upset about something or we
yeah,
have a
like
situation.
I could
She's
tell
like
you
the mama of the
stories.
group.
Absolutely. I could tell stories about how many times I've been sad or upset about something. And all I have to do is have a conversation with Tracy and I'm laughing 5 minutes later. Like, that's who Tracy is. Like, there's nothing miserable about her.
I'm the clown of the group. I don't know why I got tagged miserable. I mean, call me a clown. Um, Tiff, put a big clown face on your community post, but please, for God's sakes, leave the novel off of it. Do you not realize that people really don't read all of that?
I don't
They
think
get
you're a clown. I think you're uplifting and you give us like even when somebody's down, if they're they're sick or something in their life,
Tracy's
you're
always there
always
to
the
comfort
first
them.
one to be like, right, like, okay, look at it this way though. You know, things are gonna get better. You're gonna get through this. That's how I've always looked at you. You know what I'm
a
saying?
friend of mine was going through some procedures where she had to swallow that camera,
Oh
and
gosh.
then
That
she had to poop it out, and she was having a hard time with it. And I texted her and said, all I want for Christmas is a pooped out camera, because I knew she was having a hard time with it. I was like, please give me a camera. But I'm gonna go back to the chat. So carry on, ladies.
I love you, Tracy. Thanks for coming up.
Back at you, girl.
I absolutely adore Tracy. Like when I left you guys for
Me
a little
too.
while, I was going through some shit, so I kind of like left the gang for a little while, and like I got so depressed because I missed you guys and I missed Tracy, and that's why I'm always saying how grateful I am to have you guys, because I genuinely mean that.
Yep.
And it just it drives me insane when I hear people like Laura or someone else talk shit about Tracy, because it's just not true. Like, she's not a miserable person. She's not a bad person. She's a great person and
No.
she's a great friend.
Even when she's going through stuff,
Yeah.
she's still there to tell you it's going to be okay. Look
She's
at it this
humble.
way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Far from an e-beggar and everything she's called out there. It's disgusting.
Oh,
When
that
you
drives
guys
me
left,
nuts.
though, you were the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. I hope you don't get mad at me, but the day that you had the police to your house, you're
Yeah.
off of work that day, Laura, and 2:30 in the afternoon. Your own Patreon couldn't even get a call. I mean, I'm sure you're not upset about it, but it was kind of
No.
weird that you were off that day. And maybe it was, she didn't feel well. I don't remember what happened exactly, but after you left, and any of the OGs or whatever you want to call it that knew me knew that my left foot was out for a while. And when you left, it was a late night Discord call, and I was like, wow. And I was screamed at.
Are you
What do you want me to
serious?
do? Oh yeah, I was screamed at.
I'm sorry, Galway.
No, it's okay. I just said, like, I care about them. Like, what are we, just a number to you? And she had no response. She just got upset with me for feeling sad that my friends left.
Well, I'm glad that you've seen Laura for what she was and that we're all together now, because that's why we're strong, because we make a great team together.
Yep.
All of us, Tawanda, Pixie. I don't want to name everybody because I don't know if they want their names out there, but whoever's in our little group, we're some amazing people, and I don't care what Laura says. I don't care if she wants to call me obsessed or stalker or whatever. That doesn't bother me, because we have a great group of gals, and we know that none of us are crazy. We know that none of us are psycho. We're normal people, and I like to critique things and I like to put that stuff on YouTube. But Laura does that same shit too, except she doesn't do videos like I do. She just goes live and does it. So I
And
don't.
you're using her own words. So
Yeah,
it's not like you're saying, oh, she said this.
none of us have ever told a lie on Laura. Oh, true. Thank you. I love you. Thank you so much.
And it's hysterical. As soon as she said, maybe her husband needs to know about her channel, I'm like, well, half the time he's on there with her trying to reach out to whoever might need it. It might be that one person that's going through a rough time and say, you know what? He's right. I might have a problem. Let me go either reach out to Sarah, because you usually share maybe your email or whatever in your streams, or somebody in my area. Maybe I do need help.
And you know what?
So,
She's never going to take that away from us. Like, I have been able to talk to a few people, and I don't need to discuss that. But you know what? If it helped them, that's all that matters. If Laura wants to make fun of that, whatever. If she wants to make
amen.
fun of the things that I do, that's fine. It's at least it's helping someone else. So go ahead and say whatever you want about that. It doesn't even matter to me.
Amen. I
Uh,
love it. And if you confided in her as I myself did, and it was thrown in my face a few weeks ago, which don't know where that came from, but whatever. I don't care anymore. You know, to throw things in your ex Patreon's faces like that, you know, it's just sick. I don't get it.
Oh, it's twisted. And then she wants to say, oh, don't trust Sarah in your Patreon. She'll record things. Let me throw this out at you, Laura. Everybody, don't trust Perplex QT, because if you tell her anything in confidence, once you leave her, if you ever leave her, she will use it against you. I can't tell you how many ex Patreons she's done it to. So be careful telling her any information, because she will use it against you.
Yeah, like she lied on me that time that I never said that I was thankful the time she reached out to me when I was going through a hard time, right after I became a patron of hers. I've always said that.
Yeah.
Always. But you can't take away from Tracy. Like she's like, oh, well, Tracy ain't never going to be there or do that. You have no idea what Tracy does. From telling people how to take care of their animals. Lord, we could talk about that till tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about?
I sure do.
You say, like, oh, because she has that free vet she goes to and stuff like that. Whatever. See, that's just what I get upset about. But then I'm drunk or I'm on pills. I don't know if I sound different on a panel.
No, you
I
are
mean,
not
I'm
on
so dumb,
pills.
Sarah, that I said to my kid the other day, is your mom high on pills? Or she looked at me like, Mom, where? She threw her hands up. Mom, where did this come from now? And I
No,
said,
you're
never
not
mind.
dumb. You're
I
not
said, I'm
dumb
a
at
never
all.
mind.
You're not dumb at all. It's the fact that some ignorant ass bitch wanted to throw an insult at you and she thought that it would hurt you. That's why she said it. But you know good and well that it's not true. She's a lying bitch. That's all she is. She cannot stand for people to point out who and what she is. So therefore, she will try to throw darts at people and hurt them. That's who Laura is.
And I just don't get how, you know, we were there one day. If someone says anything about Tawanda, Tracy, you, Jenna, any of you, I don't care if they left my name
Hi,
out of it.
Kinko.
I still get bothered because you're my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm going to defend my friends, just like Tiff was in the chat. She wants to defend Laura. I can't say she's wrong, but the thing of it is, like, Tiff, I never knew about your stuff, and I still don't know whatever it is or the extent of it. It's none of my business. But despite popular, rumors on YouTube, I am a Christian, Tiffany, and I pray for you. I pray for anybody on here. I don't care what side they're on, whatever that means, where they're from. But to then say, well, I didn't hear what she said and I really don't care about M's, like, I don't get that. Sarah, it's like, I've been told I'm too sensitive for
No, that's
YouTube.
not
And maybe
sensitive at
people
all.
are right.
That's you having a heart for somebody that's been through some pretty traumatic stuff. And then for somebody to make fun of that or say some derogatory things towards that person, that's bullshit and it's wrong.
And
I
there'll
am
never
so
be an
sorry.
apology,
Yeah, and I'm
you know?
so sorry for what Ems has gone through, and I'm sorry for what she's currently going through. But there's some things you should not say to people, and what Laura said is one of them. You should not say that.
Exactly. All I know of M's is she's a sweet girl that
Oh,
went from
absolutely.
sitting at her like I forgot how you call that. Um your island with your coffee, different coffee mugs, you know,
Ems
cute
has
as
one
they
of the,
come,
oh my
classy
God,
as they
she's got
come.
one of the cutest kitchens I've ever seen in my life. Her kitchen is
Absolutely.
great.
And she cares about people. Nobody can change my mind about that. Never. You'll never show me something that will change my mind that Ems has a heart. She's compassionate
Hmm.
and she was put in a bad situation. And from what I've seen with Ems, she's damn well learned from it.
Yeah, and she's been able to grow from it. And that's all that
Hmm.
matters. And, when people trash talk her, she can just be like, whatever, I know
It
better.
bothers me
Yeah.
because I think it's bullying. Like they see, oh, well, she's shy. I mean, I'm going back to like, I'm sitting outside when we had, I think it was the first live. I don't know if it was on Science Girls or whose it was. And everybody wanted to talk to Molly Golightly. Like we were trying to figure out what was going on with everybody. And I don't know, Science Girl had it or Laura. Ems might remember if she's still in the comments. And she's like, I'm sitting outside, I'm having a cigarette. And you could just tell in her voice like how sweet she was and she was nervous. And to do to do that to someone like that, to me, you're just a bully. Sorry. I mean, there's no two ways around it.
No, you're right. Kinko, thank you. I appreciate you. And when I did a live earlier this morning, there was a few people that came in, I guess, and was telling me how they
Oh,
support
you're
me.
live at 8 o'clock in the morning? It was so early. She went live at 8 o'clock in the morning. She was all freaked out about the time.
I didn't get to see a couple of comments that was in the chat, but I want to say thank you to those who actually did come in and say that they supported what I was saying. And I'm grateful for those that do support me, and I thank you for that. Um, I think what Dave is doing is completely wrong. I don't care what anybody says about me. What he's doing by putting people's homes for everybody to see, people's places of employment, I think that is what a dox is. And I think that is bullshit. And I don't know why anybody in the purple community would support that shit, because you guys used to be so against it, but now it's okay. Bullshit. Selective outrage.
Right. They'll be against it when it happens to them.
Yeah. It'll be so wrong when it happens to them. No, it's wrong now. He shouldn't be putting that shit on his channel. He shouldn't be trying to intimidate people. He did that shit with Dana, and he doxed the shit out of her. Look how many people he's doxed. He's proud of this shit. Why are you going to be proud of that? You're grimy as fuck, dude.
But
That
that's the
shit's
thing.
not
Like
cool.
she sat up there with it, and now she's saying today you doxed her. That's why I'm confused. Like,
Yeah,
how does it work both ways? It can't not work both ways, no
I ain't
matter
even
who it
worried about it.
is.
She had her name as her channel name. So I don't even want to hear shit about a dox. I didn't dox you, bitch. You doxed your own damn self fucking months ago. Get over it. Oh, I didn't even dox her. Like, I don't dox. Like, that's something I just don't do. I don't want to dox her. Mm, I'm getting mad. I need to stop.
Yeah, I was in a live last night. It was a late night, and I have no idea who these girls really were. They seemed like sweet girls though, and they had some instance with I believe MB, and they just wanted to share some things, and they kept bringing up this name Roger, and I kept asking in chat, and nobody
Roger.
answered me. Maybe they didn't see it. I think they said Miss Mensa too, so I'm like, is that the Roger that used to like
Oh,
bother Laura? And nobody answered me. Like, that would bother me if somebody was going after her like that. And because from what I wasn't during making the murder, I didn't know Laura then.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's Wisconsin, I'm Illinois. Like, we all think the guy's guilty, so I didn't even watch any of it. I don't care about it, to be quite honest with you. But for those who do, keep your passion up and get him out if he's not guilty, whatever. I'm just saying, like, as soon as they kept saying that name Roger, I'm thinking, what was that guy's name again that used to bother? And you know what, Sarah? A
Hmm.
part of me really wanted to text her. She was live and say, Laura, is that guy Roger that bothered you during? And I didn't. I was like, no, don't do it, because it's just going to seem like, I'm doing this or that or whatever. But
Hi,
that would
Carla.
bother me if somebody was stalking anybody. To me, it's not like a side. That's why we did common grounds. Like, we're all individuals. But I don't know if that's the guy or not.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
forgot
before
his
my
last
time, so
name.
I'm not sure.
Me too, yeah.
I know who Mensa is. God, that woman. Whew.
I used to get Mensa and DD, delusional dispeller, confused, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Because they were all before my time.
Right. See, I
But I
always
guess he's
liked
still
Delusion
around,
Dispeller.
and
I liked her. She's
yeah,
always been nice to me. I
she's
don't
a
know
cute
much about her.
personality.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
like
much
when she
about her.
puts her little hula skirt on and does a dance for, like, to me that's a woman. You know what I mean? Like, she said she does it for her husband and for exercise. And I'm sure people say off things,
And if
but
it makes him
I think
happy,
it's
that's all that
nice.
matters. If he's
Amen.
happy,
Yeah.
that's all that matters. You know,
Yep. And she's
She's always
happy.
been nice to me. And she was friends with Miss Analyzer. So that's how I knew of her.
See, the analyzer thing, I was like in the middle, like right where I think it peaked.
Oh.
So, when you come in a community and that's
Hmm.
happening and they just caught you, quote unquote, or whatever, you're not going to really comment in the comment section because you're lost. It's none of your business, none of my business. Let me speak for my own self. So I just remember Mandy and her husband being in the garage, Mandy
And
B,
see, I used
and
to make videos of Miss Analyzer, but like I seen that she was going through some really hard times, and yeah, what she did was wrong, but I just dropped it. Like I don't even bother her anymore.
but
I
to me,
might
it's
watch a
more about the person's mental health. Like
yeah,
if you're going to go that far as to say you have this or you have that, I'm not saying that what they did or said that they had was right,
right.
but to totally destroy somebody is wrong.
Yeah, I stopped. Like I didn't want to be a part of that anymore, and so I just left it alone. And you know, God love her. I hope she's doing fine now. I hope she's learned by her mistakes, and
Yeah,
I hope
she
she
still
doesn't
goes
try to
live.
do that again.
She's the one she comes in live every so often. Pandora's box, I think she uses.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel bad for her, and I sometimes I sit there and I
Those
don't
are
know.
those situations where you feel bad for everybody involved because people will be
Mhm.
like, well, my so and so died of cancer. And I'm thinking, well, my mom currently has it, but I still didn't know enough about the situation to be a voice in that chat. Like to me, that's just me going in there bombarding and having an opinion where it didn't need to be inserted, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it does. I used to like to watch Miss Analyzer, and then I don't know, things just kind of went pretty bad. And
Yeah, I think she used to get really good views, and I just
yeah,
think
she
that
did.
she went through something herself, like an emotional thing. And most people know that what it evolved to, or what have you. And to me, that's sad though, to know that somebody has a mental health issue, and yet you're just going to focus on, but why did you lie? Well, most people that do have, and I don't know this, I'm just saying from what I remember. The lady doesn't know me, I don't know her well, but to me, you just pray for somebody like that. You don't attack them, or, but see, they knew more about it, and maybe that's why they were attacking her or going. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Crazy, crazy.
It is
But
crazy, and it's never going to end because you know, like when Trace went live yesterday, it's like it seems to me like you can say whatever you want, call people this, do that, but when it happens to you, then it's a threat. Or it's, you're disgusting. You're talking like everybody has kids, maybe not young, but the things you've said about certain people's children, you know, that was just okay to people. I don't get that part. But
and
when it
that's one
comes to
thing that
yours,
pisses me off. She made
right,
fun of my autistic kid, and she's going to sit there and wonder why I don't like her. You made fun of my autistic son's grades. That's why I don't care for
girl,
you.
and lied. That's what's
Yeah.
worse. You lied about it. When I saw that proof on your community post, bye. And then to say when people came in after her second call and people were asking, well, isn't he autistic? And she's like, well, no, no, he's not weird like that. And I thought, oh my God, what am I supporting? And I like went to John, like sobbing. And he's like, what's the matter? I'm like, do you think he's weird? He's like, what
Oh.
do you mean weird? I'm like, I don't know. Like, her kid has Asperger's, so he's not weird. And I mean, that's just the way she talks, maybe. But you have to be more careful.
Oh, absolutely. Like those kind of words can be very hurtful. You know, it's not right to say. Like, I'm not going to go up to somebody with Asperger's and,
Mm-mm.
say they're weird. That's, it's offensive.
No, it's real to you because you live it. My son will never live alone. He will never have children. And it bothers me from what they've told me, then it bothers him. He loves his life just the way it is.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can't have these things, because maybe his is more advanced or he's not superior because he's not Asperger's. I can't even get into it because I'll cry and then I'll get called weak.
Well,
But
it's a
yeah,
touchy
that's when
subject.
it was enough for me
Yeah,
when
it's a
I
touchy
saw where
subject.
the
My,
grades were.
yeah, my kid gets called weird at school. So I've had to sit there and tell him he's not. I've had to sit there and tell him he's perfect for who he is. You know, I've had to sit there while he cries because he gets picked on. So it bothered the fuck out of me when she said that my kid's weird. You're weird, Laura. You don't pick on somebody's kid. And she's got a problem with this one saying this or this one saying that. Well, shit, Laura, you did it first. I never said a damn thing
And
about
her
your.
people still defend her on that comment because they say you have a kid that's autistic. So when she's being defended, he's autistic. But when she wants to use it the other way, he's Asperger's. And I'm not talking against her kids because I wouldn't do that. He sounds like an intelligent young man, and I love how he's into his health because I love all that, and I think that's great. But let's get to your rings. I don't care if Brandon bought you. Well, he did. He bought you a ring pop, and I'm so cute. I love it. Made me teary eyed.
I was
See,
proud of
none
my
of that
ring pop.
matters to me.
No, I mean, I love that ring pop so much that I kept it in my freezer all these years later. I
Because
just,
it's your love story.
yeah,
And there's
it,
so much more behind that. You know what I'm saying?
some people might think that's dumb, but it's not dumb to me. And
I
I still
love
get
it.
excited talking about it. I'm not going to make fun of somebody because of, you know, she always wants to make fun of my jewelry, my wedding band. I'm proud of my wedding band. I'm proud of my engagement ring. I mean, we had to start somewhere. And so I'm proud of what I have and I take pride in what I have. So screw it. Where's yours, Laura?
A bigger ring doesn't mean he loves you more.
No, not at all. It's a symbolism of love, you know?
Right.
And
A
oh
lot of
God.
people get a lot of good friends I have that have a lot of money. They tattoo here in Chicago now. That's a huge thing here now. They put
Yes.
like a tattoo on the ring finger.
See, and that's what I want to do. I want to get the Queen of Hearts on my ring finger. And then Brandon, I want him to get something like that, the King of Hearts. I think that would be so cool. I've seen so
It
many
is
people
cool.
do that. Yeah. And I
And
love
these are like
tattoos, so
bar
it's like
owners
right up my
here
alley.
in like really ritzy areas. And I asked my sister once, it was her friends, I go, why did they put that thing? And she's like, I didn't ask where the ring was. I was just, why did they put that? And she's like, well, a lot of people are doing that now. But some people just
M's,
aren't jewelry people.
right. Yes, M. She made fun of my engagement ring. And then she made fun of my nails. She said that I
It
had
was
three
from
press on
Walmart.
nails. Yeah, she said that my ring was from Walmart. Oh my God. Who cares if it was? Like, she's got this thing where if you shop at Walmart, you're such this piece of shit. Or, if you don't do this, you're a piece of shit. And if you don't do something to her standards, or if you're on welfare, you're just a piece of shit. And that is completely not true at all. I can't stand people like that.
Oh, no, it's not. Nope.
I'm not on welfare, but what if I was? Does that make me less than you, Laura? What if I did get my ring at Walmart? Does that make me less than you? Uh-oh, Galway jumped off. I just wanted to say that, like, if somebody's on welfare, it does not mean they are less of a person. If you shop at Walmart, that does not mean you're less of a person. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? I get great deals at Walmart. I don't know. It just pisses me off. Ems, I absolutely adore you. And I think you are wonderful. And I'm sorry for whatever Laura said about you or currently saying about you. That upsets me because you're a pretty great gal. And there is no comparison between you and Laura. She thinks she's so above everybody. In all actuality, you are so far surpassed her. It's not even funny. Oh. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can do it again. I am so bad at doing this from my phone. Yeah, and Mommy of Three Girls, I am so not into materialistic things. Like, I don't care. Like, that's not what matters to me. Yeah, I like jewelry and I have a lot of it, but I'm grateful for it because it was handed down to me. Not all of it, but some of it. It was handed down by my grandmother, and my grandmother had had her jewelry since the 30s and 40s. And that means more to me than anything. Just the fact that I was able to have her things, that are so old and that are antiques. I freaking love antiques. Antiques is like totally my thing. I have so many antiques, it's not funny. But I I don't use it against people. Like, I don't sit there and say, well, I'm better than you because I have this or I have that. I can't stand people like that. Material things are not something that I just want to brag about and throw in people's faces. Like, even though I live in my grandparents' home. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Remy. And it's Amanda.
What up?
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Here I am just like talking and going on. And there you guys are like in the
No,
background.
No,
you're
I was eating I was honestly eating my ring pop. I swear to God. No, I'm not even lying. I picked one up at the gas station. I was like, ooh, ring pop.
Ring pops are great.
They're awesome.
I just wanted to say earlier I heard her make fun of M's medical condition. I only listened for 5 minutes. This is what I
Yeah,
heard.
dude, what happened? What was that? 'Cause I take a nap and you guys all go friggin' nuts.
She said something about like M's is pretty much stretching the truth about her illness. I heard in 5 minutes.
How
This
the
is what I
fuck would
heard.
she know any? Sorry, how the f would she even know anything?
Who knows? She pulled shit out of her ass, and then she
Nothing
said something
different there.
about Sarah needing to get a life, and she was making fun of several people. This is all within 5 minutes. I will put a picture out. Kat, you need to worry about getting in the shower with your dirty ass nails before you like concentrate on yourself, girl. You're letting yourself go. Your nails are filthy. You're ranting and raving like literally 8 hours a day. And I don't care if Sarah has a ring from the dollar store, it's more than what you have. So what are you talking about? Stop
Wait,
it.
so okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. So she's saying that Ems is stretching the truth on something she knows nothing about. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it pissed me off because my mom died of cancer. She knows that.
Did mine.
I'm sorry.
Like, you don't fucking go for somebody's illness. Are you fucking kidding? Like,
Well, that's
Where are your morals? Why would you even attack somebody about that anyways? Like, you have no morals to say something like that about someone.
And the next thing, just so I'm clear on this, was get a life.
Where's hers?
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
yeah,
Never
remember
mind.
the outrage when Tiffany lied and said that Ash had said something about M's illness, which she didn't. Laura and all them went on about it, but the second she gets mad, that's where she goes. Like, are you kidding me?
Just
Are you kidding?
You know, and I noticed this morning in Sarah's chat, you know, it was, you know, why can't you guys stop talking about her, et cetera, so on and so forth. And I think it was Galway Girl who said it, or Tracy, just a few minutes ago, that every action has a reaction.
Yeah.
Duh. Use your freaking brain. Do you have any brain cells up there?
So she can say whatever she wants about
Yep.
people or anything that they have wrong with them, but God forbid you react and say something back.
You know, I do agree with the fact that, you know, nobody has to react to everything, but she reacts to every little frick. You could be like, the sky's blue. She's like, no, it's cloudy, and then she'll just fight you on it.
That's the narcissism in her. She's an absolute narcissist, and I don't care if she denies it or not. Most narcissists will deny that they are narcissists.
I was in Dave's last weekend. I was bored out of my mind. I get up very, very early. I get up about 3-4 o'clock.
Oh,
and I was in Dave's. Yeah. So it seems my spawn doesn't know what sleep is. And I was in Dave's, and I think Wog was in there. I think it was Wog. And he said something. I said, yeah, she can never apologize. And she said, yeah, come up on panel to me. Come up on panel. I'm in the mood for Summer Remy. I'm like, dude, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
God.
My family is asleep. Like, that's what, you know, normally happens when it's that time of night.
Right.
I was just like, what the heck, man? Like, when do you sleep?
Well,
do you sleep? Are you a vampire?
I cannot believe the stuff that they're condoning. Oh, I know what else she was going off about. She was putting herself in the middle of the whole. I guess you had reported Dave on Twitter, maybe.
Yes.
Why did she
did.
put herself in the middle of that? Like, she has to be right dab in the middle of everything. It's so ridiculous.
It's odd, to be quite honest. It's odd, and
very
you know,
weird.
the whole godmother thing. Like, first of all that's weird. Okay, godfather, godmother, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Well, there is somebody that they do call like
weird.
the godmother of Boyd, and her name is Lindy, and I don't think that she would like godmother. I'm just saying.
Can you imagine that one?
See, I don't know her very well. We have not had like mean words or anything like that. I've just not had a lot of interaction with her, so I don't really know who she is. I've seen her in chats,
who she is, but I don't know her. I don't know her. You know, I don't know her.
But I like her, and she's always
funny as hell.
She's funny, and I always try to like catch her streams, but sometimes I don't know who they're talking about. But I like Wendy. Yeah. But I just don't think that somebody that's been here and helped build a community would take kindly to somebody brand new coming in thinking,
especially, you know, not Lindy.
Shoot, I know I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wouldn't want to cross Lindy with a no. No way.
Well, good luck with that one, Laura. Have fun.
I mean, it's just, you know, it's a YouTube title.
That's what Wendy was taught. Not that Wendy was talking about. When she says that she was threatening her, she was saying you're putting yourself in the line of fire with who you're aligning.
Putting a target on your back.
Right. Not that something bad's going to happen to you in real life. You know, why don't you play the part where she said something about Laura's channel? Laura won't play the whole clip. She plays a little piece of it.
I was in that live when Wendy said it. It was not a threat. Come on. Over it. It was just like, hey, you might want to, you know, watch yourself a little bit about who you're around, or you don't know these people.
It was absolutely not a threat. Lord.
Freaking threat my foot.
Yeah, I just wanted to come up and just, you know, don't worry about her.
Don't, Sarah. Don't worry about it.
I had put out like months and months before that, like, about what she said when I saw what she said about your son, which was a long time, I think maybe before you found out, because you really didn't watch me then.
Yeah, if I would have known about that, I would have never became I would never have
shit, I would have flipped out. I would have flipped out.
You know, Laura went live and said, well, me and Sarah worked things out. Bitch, no. I worked things out with you when you made fun of my grandmother's house. I forgave that. I had no idea you ever mentioned my son. If I'd have known that, you and I would have had big problems then.
Right. You know, yeah, because I know that I have okay, I have a big variety of kids over here. And if anybody
Got
made
like
fun of
87
any of
now.
them, I would go ballistic, but I am more protective over my
Yeah.
autistic child because
Yep.
they go through more stuff than my typical developing kids. So if an
Yeah.
adult does it, it's more
You know, as everybody knows, I
I
have a severely autistic child. I take that shit really seriously. They deal with enough.
Yeah.
They deal with a friggin' enough.
Your
So
son
cut
is
the.
so cute. I love it when you get him to talk. He sounds so adorable.
You know, somebody said to me that I force him to talk. No, I just take every
No.
opportunity for communication to build. But
Yeah,
anyways, you
you're
know, it is what it
teaching
is.
him. The
You know,
repetition of it's what's going to help him in the long run.
I could not believe. I was just like, wait a second, hold on. Like, slam the brakes. Hold on. You have a child, and her kids are great kids. You have, but you know, supposedly, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. One of her kids has Asperger's, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell?
Right.
Like,
Mothers with autistic children or that have Asperger's don't make fun of other children that
no,
have
we
it.
usually stick together, like, because we understand the struggle. But I
Yeah.
don't want
mm-hmm.
her on my team. So there's that. Like, I don't,
Yeah,
Aubrey's more like her son. Thank God, and that thank every day for that she is more on the high functioning end of it. But most Asperger's moms still like we stick together and
We
yep.
she's
sympathize for people.
hmm
We
You know,
sympathize for the mothers and the
but I don't
children
want
that
her
have
on
it.
my side. I want her to sit
Uh-uh.
her fucking ass over there.
just stay way away, just over there. You know, my son was diagnosed under 2 years old. It's a roller coaster ride, but the thing is we're like a little tribe. Sorry if that
Yeah.
sounds really bad.
No, it doesn't. It makes perfect sense because, we want to protect children that,
Hmm.
are in the
Not
spectrum
saying she
or
doesn't,
no.
but I just I there's no reason for that type of cruelty. Just being honest, there's no
You're
reason.
absolutely right. And I'd love to see what her reaction is to that. How are you going to defend yourself on that one, Laura?
No,
All
it's
right.
not
Well,
worth
thanks
it.
for listening up. I'm doing laundry and
Yeah, I'm
rearranging.
gonna hop down
Thanks
as
for
well.
coming up. Amanda,
Thank
are
you.
you gonna go live later at all?
Yeah, we're going live later because last night, I feel like a lot of people missed what those girls were trying to say and where they came from.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come on and like a lot of people didn't get to see it. It got taken down. So the girls that were on their own panel last night are gonna come to my panel and explain a little bit more that maybe they didn't get to or people missed last night.
Cool, cool.
Cool.
So for
So
everybody in
Awesome.
the chat, make sure you check out Amanda's live later. It's gonna be on fire.
yeah, it'll be
Alrighty. Well,
all
Sarah,
right. Bye
thank you for the
guys.
link. I'm gonna hop
Remy,
down as
thank
well.
you for
No
coming
problem.
up.
Anytime. Just don't
Thank
worry
you,
about it.
Amanda. Have a
All
good
right.
day,
Thanks.
Remy. Bye. Guys, I'm gonna jump off here because I am gonna have to go in there and make my kiddo some dinner. Um, thank you guys for coming in here and listening to me ramble on and on and on. I appreciate you guys, and I hope all of you have a great day. Tracy, I love you dearly. Galway girl, I love you. Pixie, I love you. True Helper, you're a great guy. Thank you. Lexi Lou, I adore you. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it. And I'm not really that much of a psycho. Maybe a little, but not like Laura's saying. I promise. Have a great Sunday, y'all. Bye.